until where did we get last time? אך מחמת שאור השכל גדול מאוד, אי אפשר לזכות עליו כי אם על ידי מבחינת נון. We spoke about it? I wanted to see the last movie, but I didn't do it.
We were on here.
Okay. 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 We're ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we are we're learning Likutei Moharan, the first Torah, Ashet Min Darech, and we learned that by learning Torah, we get to that all our prayers and bakashot and asking that we ask from anyone. Abraham, what are you doing? Yeah, but you're doing some noise with something.
No, I checked my phone then.
Huh?
I checked my phone volume.
Ah, okay. And the chen and the grace and the importance of Israel grows everywhere. And we learned that the sechel is a big light that lights his ways wherever he goes. You have to look on the sechel that there is in everything in the creation. So he says here, but because the light of the sechel, of the chokhmah, of the wisdom, intelligence, yeah. We have to, wait for Mashiach that he will teach us the holy language, the really holy language that we can work with it, really. Intelligence, yeah. The sechel, the brains, the working brains. Intelligence is the working brains. That's what we have to understand. We cannot get it, we cannot accept it only by the aspect of nun. Shehu b'chinat malchut, that is the concept of malchus, of kingdomship. כמו שכתוב, לפני שמש ינון שמו. Before the sun, Yinon is his name. Yeah, but he will live before the sun, and it speaks about Mashiach, really. And that's why we understand that it's before the sun, which is the chokhmah, the wisdom, the sechel, the intelligence. Yeah. You have to have the nun, Yinon, the nun. Peresh Rashi Lishon Malchut. וזה בחינת לבנה. And this is the aspect of the moon. כי הלבנה אין לה אור מעצמה, because the moon doesn't have any light of her own. כי אם מה שמקבלת מהשמש, only what she gets from the sun. וזהו בחינת מלכות. דלת לה מגרמה כלום. And this is the aspect of מלכות. What does it mean Malchus? What is the king? Who is the king?
Hashem.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, the one that can hold himself as nothing, this is the king. Like David HaMelech says, I am a worm, I'm not a man. He was a king. He won all his wars, he was a big winner, a big warrior, he was a big chacham, I am nothing. I am a worm, I'm nothing. Why? Because he understands that all his light, all his power, all his wisdom comes from Hashem, comes from the sun. So he can be a king. But if the king thinks, oh, I am the one that is strong, and I am the one that is doing, and I have everything. All the wisdom is mine and everything is mine. This one cannot be a king. Okay. And then when the king knows that he is a worm and not a man, and he can accept it, then the sun of the moon becomes like the sun, the light of the moon becomes like the light of the sun. Okay. So we learned here many things, but like all the learnings of Rabbi Nachman they are very high learning. But one time, two Hasidim came to him and told him that they don't want to come to him anymore. So I asked them why. Because you speak too high. We need a simple rabbi. We need someone that will say nice words, nice ideas, and not such high tones. We cannot understand it. So he said, that if you cannot find yourself in my Torah, it means that you are very, very, very far away from Hashem. Because my Torah speaks to everyone. But here in this Torah, he says to us, by learning Torah, you get to all these madrigas, to all these levels, of spiritual. But learning Torah is very hard. So what do you want from me? I'm a simple man. What do you want from me? It's a very hard work, to learn Torah and to use the chokhmah of the Torah, the intelligence of the Torah, and to look in everything in the world, and understand how can I see the sechel, the intelligence of Hashem in the trees, in the cows, in the sheep, in the birds, in the sun, in the sky, everywhere, and get closer to Hashem, understand what clues they give me to get closer to Hashem. What do you want from me, I'm a farmer, what do you want from me? I'm a shoemaker, what do you want from me? So this Rabbeinu says, don't speak like this. You have to find yourself inside. Yeah, I know I'm speaking very high, but this is how I should speak. And it's written also in the Zohar that because this generation is so low,
it's harder.
You have to give him very high things. Why? Because we are so low in the spiritual aspect, yeah. But in the intelligence of what we have, the electronics,
technology.
The technology, yeah. All the technology, is very high. So now, for someone that is used to use iPhone and internet and cameras, and you come with simple things, it's too simple, But when you come to him with very big ideas, he says, wow, there's something here, but there's a problem, I don't understand it. Yeah, but I can catch it. It speaks to me. Okay. So what I saw from here, in Mishlei, it's written that the Torah is kerachel lifnei gozezea ne'elama, like a sheep that cannot do anything to the farmer that takes the wool off of her. Yeah? So, like, this is the Torah. What does it mean? It means that we all learn from the Torah. We all take halachas, ideas, Torahs from the Torah, but the Torah is whole. Like the sheep, nothing has happened to the sheep. He took her wool, but the sheep is just the same. And she's going to grow new wool, and I'm going to cut it again, and she goes, and like this all the time. The Torah itself, we didn't touch it. We're not there. So you tell me, buy the Torah, but I cannot touch really the Torah. So Rabbeinu comes and tell you, I know you cannot touch the Torah, but I will teach you how to touch the Torah. By looking on the intelligence in the nature. It's not by learning Torah you can see the intelligence of the creation. By the intelligence that Hashem puts in the creation, you can go back and look at the Torah. Why? Because it's the same intelligence. It's the same Chokhmah. It's the Chokhmah of Hashem. The Chokhmah of Hashem gave us the Torah, and the Chokhmah of Hashem created the world. It's the same. But for me, it's easier to look at the nature. Okay, so I don't say that I can see everything and understand the intelligence. But if I look like I go to see the sunset in the sea, it affects me. I get excited. I say, wow, there's a big power here. Now we have all these earthquakes and storms and whatever goes. We see the power of the nature. The power of the nature is the power of Hashem. The same power that you can see in nature, you can see. Go back to the Torah. You can find it there. In the Torah. Wow. So this what comes out of this Torah. You have here a way to get yourself connected to the Torah. You have to understand the same Chokhmah that there is in nature, there is in Torah. You are related to the power in nature? Yes. No one can say no. It doesn't make any Jewish or non-Jewish. It doesn't make any difference. No one can say no. I'm not affected and I'm not attached to the power of nature. You can find this same power in the Torah. Only you have to know to guard yourself. No, to take the way. From nature, the power of nature, I can say why the nature is very big, is very strong, and it's the power of nature. No, you have to know it's the power of Hashem, of God. So that's the way that I look at nature. This is the power of God. Look now in the Torah and find it. Who had this power? Adam HaRishon. You see in Adam HaRishon, you see that he tells him in Bereshit, he says, "Vayitzer Hashem Elokim min ha'adama kol chayat hasadeh." Hashem created from the earth all the animals of the field, v'et kol of hashamayim, and all the birds, all the kind of birds, vayaveh el ha'adam lirot ma yikra lo, and he brought them to the man to see
what's going on.
What name he will give them. What did it mean? He looked at them, he understood the power of Hashem that there is in each one of them, and he gave them a name. What is the name? The name is what it is. All the powers of the bird, because it's called Chasidah. What do you call Chasidah? What name of a bird? I don't know. Eagle. All the nature of the eagle. Nesher. Yeah. All the nature of the eagle is in its name. And when I look at the eagle, if I understand the secret of his name, I know what clues He gives me to get close to Hashem. Yeah, like it's not an eagle. There's also from this kind of the birds that when we lived in Emmanuel, I could look at them when you went to the field, and it goes all the time. It goes next to the mountains like this. It goes and goes around and goes and goes. It looks for food. Yeah, but it goes. It's like a tiger, you know. But it's a flying tiger, you know. It's very strong, very powerful, you know. So what you can learn from it, you know. Hashem is flying over you. He's flying over you, and it looks for food. Like Hashem is looking for. I should give Hashem food. What is the food Hashem wants from me? To learn Torah, to pray, to say Tehillim, to make the mitzvahs. That's what he looks like. But he looks like this with a very strong power. And if I manage to connect myself to this power, I can feel this power. But when I can feel this power, I have good life. This is the goal of each one that lives in this world. I want good life. What does it mean good life? To be lively, you know? To be like this, okay, you know, everything is boring. I come back from work, I put the television on, I drink my beer, you know, maybe I smoke a cigarette, you know, I want something interesting, you know. I get into a fight with my wife. Oh, I had a good day, you know. Or I go to the pub, I have a fight with one of the guys over there, you know. I come with black eye. That was a good day today, you know. Okay, but I want life. I want powerful life. I don't want just everything goes, you know, like this without any interest. Yeah. So this is what the first man did, you know, like he had the Torah also, but he had the eyes to look and to see in the nature everything that is there. We also have it, you know, like we put our tefillin on. What is the tefillin made of? Leather. Of what?
Cow.
Of cows. So the same way that I can get attached to Hashem, get close to Hashem, but by putting on the tefillin that made from the leather of the cow, I can get close to Hashem by looking on the cow. Yeah, how she lives. You know, what can I sit and learn from the cow? You know, if you know, now we see movies, the BBC and how do you call it, Life. There's a company that makes movies of nature. The BBC does it, and also I forgot the name of the company, but you can see in Africa, you see all the herds of all kinds of cows and deer, and you see that the lions come or tigers, they come and they eat them. What happened? You know, they run. The lion take one of the herd, you know, and okay, everything is relaxed. You know, life is going on. They don't leave the place. They live in the same place. They go to drink in the same place, and sometimes when they go to drink, so the alligators come out of and they eat them. They run away. They come back. I accept everything. What Hashem brings on me, I accept it. This is life.
And it's good.
I should be just like this, the same. This is life, you know. I get a patch, you know. Okay, run away, you know. But life is going on, you know. I come back to my seder, to my routine. I go into the routine. I go again and I do it again. Yeah, I pray again. Well, you know, Hashem gave me one over the place. Okay, that's what I need. I have to learn from this also. Yeah. But what can I do? But I saw, you know, one time I saw in these things, you know, that the male of the cows, you know, they turn over the lions, and then the lions run away.
The bull, you mean?
The bull, yeah. Some of them, not one. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5. You know, they turn to the lions, and the lions run away. They didn't attack them. No, so okay, what I should learn, you know, you have a problem, face it. Sometimes the problem will go away. Sometimes you will have to face it, but face it. Don't run away. If you run away, they will catch you. But if you face it, you can face it. Hashem doesn't bring over you something that is stronger that you can face it. You can face everything that comes over you. You can face it. So when you look like this, and then you look on the Torah, I know what to look for in the Torah. What I'm looking for, I look for my part, for what can help me in my life. I'm memukad. How do you say? Yeah, like when I learn the Torah, I learn the Parsha, I learn the Chumash. Yeah, I just learn it. So sometimes I find some nice things, some interesting things. But when I learn it, because I want to get some tools for my life, I know what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm looking for. Like, you know, in the parsha last week we didn't do it, but we saw, you know, I saw that it's Toldos, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's when Yaakov comes. Okay, it's Toldos. Not Toldos. Vayishlach. Vayishlach? Okay, Vayishlach. Vayishlach, when Yaakov comes back from Lavan and he meets Esav. Yeah? So he meets Esav and he sends what? Messengers in front of him with presents to Esav that he won't be angry and he won't get into fight with him. So what does he tell them to say? I sent to say to my master, למצוא חן בעיניך, to find favor in your eyes. It belongs to my parsha, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Then when they meet, yeah. When they meet, Esav sees all the kids and the women. He asks, "Oh, who are they?" So, "Vayomer ha'eladim asher chanan Elokim et abdecha." Again, it's Chen. Okay. And then he asks him, "What was all this crowd that I meet?" He says, "To find lמצוא חן בעיני אדוני, to find favor." Yeah. Again, you know, it didn't work. Yeah, he didn't find favor in the eyes of Esav. You know, when he says, Esav says, "No, I don't want your present." Right. So it didn't work. Yeah. So he says, so Yaakov said, "No, please, you know, I want to find Chen." Again, he says Chen. Maybe 5 times he used it. Chanani Elokim. Okay. And in the end, when Esav says to him, "I will leave some of my soldiers with you," he says, why do I find favor in your eyes? Well, I don't want to find favor in your eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Why? Because there's 2 kinds of chen, grace. No, there's the real grace, the inside grace that, like we learned in our parsha, and then there's the outside. Like when we learn in the Torah, we said in Israel it says the chen, the chashivut. In the nation we say the chashivut and the chen. Right? Why? Because you have grace. Why do you have grace? Because you are rich. Because you are strong. That's why you have grace. In Israel, the grace is part of the soul. It's part of them. Even if they are poor, they have grace, they have chen. Yeah? So Yaakov, when he speaks to Esau, he says, I want you to look on my chen. I want you to look on my soul. That is very important soul. I'm a very important man. Not because I'm rich, not because I'm strong, because of what I am. It didn't work. Esau gave him honor, gave him respect, because he saw that Yaakov is very strong and he cannot fight with him. He already fought with the angel and he cannot fight with it. So then he behaved like he found chen. So Yaakov said, this kind of chen I don't want. This kind of chen is chen of sheker. This I don't want. Sheker chen ve'hevel hayofi. This I don't want. I want, if you look at me from the inside, this is what I want. But from the outside, I don't want. I don't want this chen. So, when I read this parsha, and I saw again, chen and chen and chen and chen, it belongs to my Torah. Yeah, it belongs to me. So then I look at myself, how do I use my chen? I have chen. For sure I have chen, yeah? How do I use it? I see other people's chen. How do I use it? It's the true chen, it's the inside, they behave like what they are from inside, or they behave to show themselves out, What kind of chen? But nature is nature. I mean, the chen that is in the nature is the chen of Hashem. Is the beauty of Hashem. When you look at on the sunset or the sunrise, it has the chen. You can see the inside soul of the sun, or nefesh of the sun. And then you can see, no, the sun is doing its job. Whatever will happen, the sun is going to do the job, and day, night. Now it's night, the sun is working. Oh, it works in Australia, in America, in other places, but it's working all the time. Like the moon is working all the time. Okay, so this is the point that to work. Now we learn here to work from the Torah to life, and from life back to Torah. If we work like this, we get better in understanding the Torah, because we will look exactly for my job. I don't say I'm losing a word. Like you take a magnifying glass. Yeah, you look on something special. How do you say memukad?
Special.
Okay. Huh? Examine?
Or investigate, or...
Yeah, when you investigate, so you point yourself to a point.
Mm-hmm.
How do you say it? When I point myself, when I direct myself to a point. When I'm direct. I'm in this point. I look for this. So I don't get mixed up with the parsha, with all the subjects. Yeah, or with the Torah, with all the subjects. I cannot get all the subjects. Like we said, it's like a sheep. I take the wool, and I take the part of the wool I want to take, or I need to take. I'm not coming here. I'm going to eat all the sheep in one time. You cannot do it. I can take the magnifying glass and look on my point and find what is my point in this in this thing. Okay, Aval, let's look at it. Now we look at it from the side of Esau. Yeah, how do you? אבל מי שאינו מקשר את עצמו אל השכל והחוכמה והחיות שיש בכל דבר, but the one that does not connect himself to the sechel, to the intelligence and the chokhmah and the wisdom and the chayus and the livelihood, vitality, yeah, that there is in everything that is in nature, in the world. זה מבחינת עשיו, this is the aspect of Esau. שביזה את הבכורה, that he how do you say ביזה?
Despised.
the בכורה. כמו שכתוב, ויבז עשיו את הבכורה. דהיינו את השכל. He despised the intelligent. That's why intelligent is not the right word, because you see all the world likes intelligent. Yeah? מבחינת להכפות כסיל בתבונה כי אם בהתגלות ליבו. The not intelligent guy,
The fool.
yeah, I didn't want to say this word. I didn't want to say the fool. Again, because when we speak, when Rabbi Nachman speaks, he speaks to everybody. The fool doesn't want wisdom. Okay, I'm not a fool. I want wisdom. But what is wisdom? Wisdom is only what is connected to God. What is not connected to God is not wisdom. He's a fool, you know. Why? But I'm the biggest computer engineer in the world. I'm the biggest businessman in the world. I'm the biggest scientist in the world. I use a lot of wisdom, a lot of intelligence. Right. But you are a fool. Why? Because your intelligence is not connected to God. This is intelligence. You know, sechel that connects to Hashem, this is intelligent. But if it's not so, it's nothing. Because you miss the main point of humanity. The main point of humanity, the main point of the world, is being connected to God. If you don't want to see the sunset or the sunrise, you know, and you get excited and you don't start praising Hashem, so it's nothing. You didn't do anything. You didn't start living. It doesn't work. לא יחפוץ כסיל בתבונה, כי אם בהתגלות ליבו, he wants his heart being outgoing. Yeah? What does it mean? I want my heart being outgoing. All my wishes, yeah, all my desires, I want them to come out, and I want to do them. You know. And I don't care if it goes with the rules of Hashem or it doesn't go with the rules of Hashem. I want my desires, my will to happen. וזה בחינת מלכות הרשעה. And this is the malchus, this is the kingdomship of the bad, of the evil. Yeah? Like he says, מלכות הרשעה, בחינת לבנה דסיטרא אחרא, it's the moon of the bad side, of the other side, שעליה נאמר, וחפרה הלבנה ובושה החמה. The continuous of this sentence is חפרה הלבנה ובושה החמה. What does it mean חפרה הלבנה? Yeah? Like it's the say of shame. You know, the sun and the moon are a shame. Yeah? But now, how can you say? Okay, so what does he want? He wants. This is the kingdomship of the evil. What is the kingdomship of the evil? I want everything for myself. I want to be the strongest. I want to be the most powerful. I want to be the most rich, you know. I want to collect everything to myself. That's what I want. I want everything to myself.
Selfish.
Selfish, you know, it's more than selfish. It's cruel. Why it's cruel? Because if you want everything to yourself, you don't leave anything to anybody else. You know, why do you leave to someone else? Because you need him. It's not because I have mercy. You know, it's not because I love him. It's because I need him. So I let him also have some of the richness, of the power, of whatever. But if I wouldn't need him, okay, I take whatever he has also. You know, like when you look at on the governments, you know, they have a problem. Now in the States they have a problem. In Israel they have a problem. What do? They raise the tax on the poor people. But the poor people, they don't have, you know. They don't have, but I need, you know. What do you need? You get $3,000 or shekel, not $30,000 or shekel a month, you know. What do you need more? What do you mean? What I need more? I have only $10 million in the bank. I need another $10 million in the bank. That's what I need.
At least.
I need, I need it. But listen, I have to eat something. Something just to eat, bread and cheese and something. You'll get along. Don't worry. You can lend from your friends. You can lend from the bank. You can pay. How do you say? Ribbit. Interest. Why do you do it? It's not only selfish. It's cruel. You don't think of no one. Only I live here, and I need it, and it never finish. If you have 10 million, it's not enough. If you have 20 million, or like people have millions, well, what are you going to do with it? You eat it, you drink it. What do you do with it? Nothing.
You say you have it. That's all. All you can do is say, "I have it."
Yeah. That's it. Nothing. You don't do nothing with it. Okay, so there's always rich people and poor people, but if the kingdomship has sechel, the real sechel, the real understanding of the world, of the human race, and what does the real need of human race and the real goal of human race, so you know how to share. Okay, I stay rich, I will have I don't have this understanding of millions, but let's say $100 million, let's say it looks like it's enough, yeah? I always keep this amount of money. And if it's a government, so it needs 1 million, okay, but the rest, share it with the world. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. So when he says, the Chafra Alevana, Chafra Alevana Ubosha Chama, and Rabbeinu says here, it's Levana de Sitra Acha, it looks like he says, there's two kinds of sun. There's a good sun, and there's the bad sun. But when we look on nature, we see only one sun, only one moon. We don't see two. So really, there's one sun and there's one moon. Yeah, but for the one that want to go in the righteous way, the sun will give him chokhmah, and the moon will give him malchus. Yeah, the moon is the strongest star. The shiniest star there is. It's not because it's big. It's not because it's close to earth, like we learned. I'm close to earth. I'm a worm, like David HaMelech says. I'm a worm. I'm close to earth. I'm nothing. I'm not anything more than earth. Whatever I have more, it's only because Hashem gave it to me. So it's not my power, it's His power. You can be the king. Okay, so you can be a small king, only on your wife and kids, Sometimes you can you can be a very small king, only on yourself. You are a servant of your wife and kids, But each one in his own, but he can be a king. What does it mean? I can be a king means I can get more chokhmah, more wisdom, more intelligence. That's what that's what I need my kingdomship, and then I'm free, and then there's nothing that will nothing will make me confused. Someone is married to a very important man or woman, depends what he is, yeah? And the other side is Ben Zug. How do you say Ben Zug?
This is his partner.
His partner, yeah? What?
Partner.
He's very important and intelligent and successful, and he is nothing. Not a big thing. Okay, so he feels very humiliated, well, I'm nothing. I'm
insignificant.
Huh?
Insignificant.
Insignificant. Wow. Yeah. So this is my job. I'm doing the best. And I'm doing good. This is my job, and I'm doing my job. This is the highest I can be. I am a king. I have a small area to be a king. Yeah? I have a small government. It's only on myself, but I have it on myself. Who else has it, you know? Let's see. Who can hold himself when he gets annoyed? When someone hits his, his head, yeah? And you get it all the time, you know? Someone, you go over, you know, you go on the bus, you go in the taxi, you go in the street. All the time you get accidents, you know. This guy, you go in the queue, in the shop, in the bank, in every place. You hold yourself. You are a king of yourself. In all these incidents, you are or you are not. That's the only king that you have to do. If you are, so you are. If you're not, so you're not. You know, you see people, you know, they shout. You know, I was there in the bank, you know, and I don't know how it happened, but it happened that two guys came in front of me. So when I got to I told him, you know, why did you make this way? You take a piece of paper that you have your number on it. Yeah? Why? Because you can look after it, you know, you can see it. So he started to give me some philosophy, whatever. I don't know what it was. So, okay, I am a king of myself. I told you what I think is supposed to be. That is all my job. I don't have to force you. I don't have to argue with you. I told you what it is. Or the same thing to the man that did it, you know. Excuse me, you went into the wrong place.
Right.
That's it. Yeah? And you have to think about it. I can tell him or I cannot. If I'm going to make him mad, so it's better to be quiet. You know, but if I will speak to him and he will understand and he will change his way to another time, so I have to help him. He's my brother. I have to help him. But I have to help him in a way that he can accept it. If he cannot accept it, okay, be quiet. It's better to be quiet. So this is the good side and this is the bad side. Now we see in our parsha, yeah, Vayeshev is the parsha of the brothers and Yosef HaTzadik, and this is the it's not the beginning of the creation of Israel because it started from Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. But like a small example of a nation, it's the 12 brothers. Because Abraham had Ishmael and Yitzchak. And Ishmael went out, and Yitzchak stayed. Yitzchak had Yaakov and Esau. Esau went out, Yaakov stayed. Now all the 12 tribes are tzaddikim. But they see that there's a special tzaddik inside. And they have a fight with him. Yeah? Why? Why do they have a fight with him? Because they don't understand. They think that when they see that Yaakov prefer Yosef, they think, oh, now it's going to happen the same like Ishmael and Esau. He's going to take us out. We don't want to lose it. So they fight. I want to stay Jewish. It's very nice, you know.
I never heard it explained that way. It's really very good.
Yeah. But still, you know, it's very good. Yeah, it's a good explanation, right? But still, why do you fight? You want to stay Jewish? So that's why you want to kill your brother? Because you want to stay Jewish? You know, I want to stay Jewish. So, I choke you? No! Then I stay Jewish. But this is the way God wants to drive the way. Okay. Let it go. Let it go like this, yeah? He is better than me. He's going to be richer than me, clever, intelligent, chacham, okay? He's going to be stronger than me. He's going to have a big influence on all the world. it can be my wife, it can be one of my kids, it can be one of my friends. Okay. So he does his job, but if I am a king, if I know that I am a king, that Hashem sent me to this world to be a king, so what is my kingdomship? To hold myself and to find what I'm supposed to do here. I will learn Torah just like I learn Torah. I will do the mitzvahs just like I'm doing the mitzvahs. I will serve Hashem just like I can serve Hashem. Like nobody can take my job. Like I cannot take your job, no one can take my job.
You know, it reminds me of the Shevet Levi, a special Shevet.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were special because they got it. They understood. They understood that everything is Hashem.
Yeah.
And so, you know, so Hashem divided Kohanim, Levim, and Yisrael.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have to understand that we have to be like them in a way. We have to understand that Hashem is in everything.
Yeah. And when Hashem took and made Kohanim, Levim, and Israel, and I am only Israel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm not the Kohen, I'm not the Levi, I'm only Israel. This is what I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
And Rabbi Nachman said that he's very happy that he's not a Kohen. Because if he was a Kohen, he couldn't go to Rabbi Nachman's grave. Right. So he found the point that is good in him being only Israel and not a Kohen. And this is exactly what we have to find out.
Right, exactly.
I have the good point in me and the good job that Hashem gave me here in this world, you know. I have the best job in the world. Why? Because it belongs to me. He says, you know, before the soul comes to the world, so Hashem shows her all her life and what she's supposed to do. But when the man is born, he forgets. Yeah. But you saw everything. You saw your job, and you saw all the other souls that you are going to meet and be involved with, and you were not jealous because you were a soul without a body. So you're very happy with your job. You say, wow, it's a good job. I want to go down. I want to do this job. Yeah? You know, like if someone will tell us that there's going to be David HaMelech is going to be a king, and I'm going to be one of his sarim, one of the ministers. I don't care what kind of minister I'm going to be. You know, I'm going to be next to David HaMelech. Wow, you know, it's the best. Okay, let's wait. Now here's David HaMelech, and you're the king of, you're the minister of dirt.
Bedrooms.
Of bedrooms, yeah? Okay. And there's the minister of war, and there's the minister of, and then, wow, I'm only the minister. Right. You know, I'm so small, and they are so big, and but before, now, when I'm looking at it, you know, and I'm dreaming about it. No, let me be the minister of catching the mouse in the palace. I don't care, as long as being next to the king. So this is how it is. I am a minister of the king here, and this is my job. So I don't have any place of being jealous of someone else. Only look and see how I can help him. And it changes, you know, like it's sometimes it changes because of of your age, of your physical abilities, of all kinds of things. You know, it changes. You know, when you are young, you can do like this. When you get older, you can do like this. Sometimes when you get older, you find a better job that you had when you were young. You know, it changes. But you have to, whatever change happens, the only one that is responsible for this change is the king. The highest king that there is. He is the only one. So I'm serving him now in this way, and now in this way, and each time in a different way. Okay. So From today, we're going to look at nature and understand from nature what we have to find out in Torah, and look back in Torah and find out what we have to find in nature. And what we have to find out is what I am supposed to do in this life. Not what I want to do, what I'm supposed to do. Baruch Hashem. Very good.